I wanted to take a few minutes and just share with you some observations I had after spending a few hours at the Louisville Tea Party booth at the Kentucky State Fair. Number one thing is I was, as pessimistic as I am, I was shocked at how many people were utterly and completely pessimistic about the country's future. We're not talking about people who just were frustrated with, we're not talking about people who had kind of a kick the bums out mentality. Of course they had that. But we're talking about people who really think that there is nothing we can do and we're headed towards collapse. The other observation I had is Mitch McConnell, call your office if you still have one. You are not especially well liked. Now keep in mind the context, and the Tea Party is going to, a Tea Party booth is going to attract people who are deeply conservative, who don't like Mitch McConnell, and it's going to attract people who are deeply liberal because they want to irritate the people who are deeply conservative, and they dislike Senator McConnell for completely different reasons. Bud Chardine and Jerry Abramson, also not particularly popular. The two people who made the greatest impression on me, a man from Massachusetts who told me that Rick Perry wanted to rescind the 15th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Now, I fess up to a little bit of ignorance. I didn't know what the 15th Amendment was, so I pulled out my handy-dandy Constitution, and it was for black suffrage. Whoa, 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 Rick Perry is not rescinding black suffrage. And the man claimed, oh, no, the Social Security. Okay, so A, the guy thought that Social Security was an amendment to the Constitution. That tells you something. And that Rick Perry was going to end Social Security. That tells you another thing. The other woman who made an impression on me, and she was a nice lady, and she was very open and very honest. The guy from Massachusetts was a bit of a jerk. And we were talking about the Republican presidential candidate slate, and she said, well, I don't really like Sarah Palin. Okay, Sarah Palin's not really a presidential candidate yet, but kind of close, so whatever. Somebody asked why, and she said, well, I think she's an idiot. Okay, well, kept our composure. Why do you think she's an idiot? And the woman responded, well, Sarah Palin said that you can see Russia from Alaska. Now, mind you, this was not the Saturday Night Live skit where the character said that I can see Russia from my backyard. It wasn't that. It was what Sarah Palin really said, which is from parts of Alaska, you can see Russia. So it's not like my geography of Alaska is super duper, but I do know about the Bering Strait, and I do know that the Earth is round, and I know that at points in the Bering Strait, the countries are quite close. I actually had to do a little bit of research to figure out that it was actually these two islands that are 2.5 miles apart. One's Russian, one's American. Yes, on a clear day, you can see the two islands. So technically, yes, it's a bit of a stretch, but you can still see the two countries. So we did talk about geography, though, and I think it started to sink in because the look on her face started to change a bit. And actually, the woman I was with, Marilyn Parker, had quite a long discussion with her, so I was happy about that. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to share with you.